celebrando el estreno del Agente de C.I.P.O.L, les traemos esta entrevista con sus protagonistas, Cavill y Armie Hammer. Los actores comentaron lo que representó para ellos trabajar con el director Guy Ritchie en este ambicioso proyecto.
Guy Ritchie, I think, brought immeasurable qualities to this film. I mean, everything from its sense of humor to its style to its pace to its tone. You know, as a director of the project, he's really responsible for all of those things, and the fact that it's sort of formed into one cohesive project, I think, is also a testament to him.
I agree entirely. I was like, wait, me to talk to? Guy, he's unique. It's that family environment he brings to set. The relaxed atmosphere. I mean, these guys playing guitar in between camera setups. The ability to actually enjoy your lunch as opposed to quickly sort of try and shove it down your throat and eat it off your lap out of a polystyrene carton. He's the guy who will say, whoa, sit down at this table here, which he has this little tent with all his cameras in and stuff, is his monitors. He says, enjoy your lunch. If we need to, we'll go 20 minutes longer because just eat. We're civilized here. And at the end of the day, you still know it's going to be a great product. It's professional and efficient. It's not lackadaisical. It's just enjoyable.
La dupla de actores también comenta sobre la relación entre sus personajes.
I would describe Ilya as a sort of
stick up his ass.
Yeah, he's just like a blunt instrument in a world where sometimes the velvet touch that Napoleon solo can apply is slightly more effective. He comes from a very different place than, Europe. I mean, he is about as Soviet as it gets, and has very Soviet sensibilities, which sometimes seem completely out of place.
And Napoleon is the polar opposite. He's the guy who will do the job, but enjoy it as much as possible and take as much as he can from the people who are financing the operation to give himself that much more luxury. He's the guy who skims the stuff off the top. And their relationship, they come to loggerheads non-stop. They are completely polar opposites as far as characters are concerned, but they're ultimately the same coin. I mean, two sides of the same coin is what they are, and they're two halves of the perfect spy.
Los actores también conversaron sobre si la serie original televisiva les sirvió de inspiración para crear sus personajes.
I don't know that it necessarily would have been that helpful. I did go back and watch the original series, more just sort of like for information purposes than actual character purposes or basing anything off of this modern interpretation off of the show, because they're very different creatures. You know, the TV show was great for the time, but like a lot of shows from the 1960s, it doesn't have an audience right now. It doesn't have a place. So what we were able to do is take the great elements from the TV show and all of the elements that people will nostalgically remember and sort of repackage them in a new, stylized, fun, sexy Guy Ritchie project.
I did not know. I just wanted to start with a clean slate and a clean canvas, and I just felt that's the best way for me to operate.
El Agente de C.I.P.O.L, gran estreno de acción, comedia y un toque sexy con nostalgia, una década fabulosa. Ya la puedes disfrutar en los mejores cines. Para la próxima semana, otra interesante entrevista, esta vez será con sus protagonistas femeninas. El Agente de C.I.P.O.L, hoy solo en cines. Recomendación de boletodecine.com.